Gloves and get prepared for battle. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. So it's Lerone Richards. He's 180 centimeters tall and has a reach of the same, 180 centimeters. And he'll be squaring off against Amir King Khan. Weighed in at 155. Up first. And it's the King.
This bout is scheduled for...
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That uppercut can't get through. Well, you can't do that, can you? Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, he took that jab well. Can't score with that jab. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. Here we go for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take down.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
The straight right just misses. He caught him with a left hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you see that? Lerone Richards in trouble here. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Did you see that? Lerone Richards in trouble here. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Lerone, and down goes Richards. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Big whiff with the right hook. Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Lerone Richards in trouble here. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Richards in that last round. It's not over till it's over. On to the 4th we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything. Full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Perfect counter shot. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. And down he goes! What an upset this could be as Khan is down! Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the gods, they...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still want to fight.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
The hook, but it doesn't score. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. And there's the bell for round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
rest for the weary. The jab just got blocked. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Lerone Richards in trouble here. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's talk about Richards in that last round. Let's see how the game plan. This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'd come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Blocks that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Big whiff with the right hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And Amir Khan finally on the canvas. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Here we go, it's round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Straight right just misses. Richards in trouble here. Let's see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
They ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get